Timeless jewelry doesn't have to be super expensive or boring. I'm not going to talk about today how a solid gold pendant diamond necklace like this is going to be timeless, because we all know that this type of jewelry is timeless. Instead, I'm going to share 5 types of jewelry that is really fun but still can stand the test of time. Let's start with rings. I love a good statement ring. Something like this where it looks like a statement. And yes, it is very out there. It's very defining in terms of your style. But the elements of the ring, for example, the tiny little pearls, even the black onyx, the little diamondy detail, and then just the gold band, these are all still timeless elements. So this ring, I've had it for a couple, 2-3 years now, and I don't wear it every day, but every time I wear it, it just makes me really happy. It makes me want to wear it again, and it gets lots of compliments. Jewelry is such an emotional piece of accessory that if there is a piece of jewelry that always makes you happy every time you wear it, it doesn't matter if it's in a classic style or somewhat of a interesting style. It doesn't matter if it is thousands of dollars, or I think this one is under 150 if I remember correctly. This is, by the way, from the Masoma Harris Reed collection. As long as the piece of jewelry really makes you happy, feel free to go for the more fun designs. And I would just say that if you are not sure if a fun design will stand the test of time, just pay attention to the elements of the design. Like I mentioned, these are all very classic elements. I'm not picking a neon green resin ring that I feel like most definitely will not stand the test of time. So don't shy away from statement rings just because traditionally it's not considered as something that's timeless. Another element when we think about timeless jewelry is something that's dainty. Yes, any sort of dainty ring will stand the test of time, but I want to kind of take it up a notch. This first one is a majority piece. It's the diamond pave ring, and it definitely makes a subtle but still noticeable statement. And it's not your typical kind of diamond band. I do like that it is a pave style, so it really just catches the light and it just looks a little bit more interesting. Also the shape, it's like a slight dome shape, so it adds a little bit of volume. This next one is from Ana Luisa. Definitely reminds me of the Hermes ring. I mean, it's pretty much in identical style, I would say. And it's just like an interesting chain link ring design. You can use this as a layering ring, but even wearing it on its own, it makes somewhat of a statement too. And it's very comfortable to wear. This is kind of a cheating method, looking to these interlinked rings. This one is from Majuri. I do like that it's interlinking 2 very simple layering ring design, but with it being linked, you can almost see like a crisscross effect. You can kind of fidget with it. I do really like to fidget with my rings whenever I'm wearing rings. So it also provides some sort of entertainment value. This last one at this point is probably just too boring for many people, and it is the Cartier Love Ring. I personally, regardless of the hype over this ring, I just really like the design. I just really think this like screw design is very interesting. It's slightly different from your traditional gold band, and it's got a little bit of a height to it. I did get this in the smaller size. It's not the regular love ring size because my finger sizes are quite small. And this you can also easily use as a stacking ring. You can very much, you know, stack with something like this. I mean, in fact, all of these rings you can kind of just stack on top of each other to create a statement ring effect. And that's also the benefit of just looking into slightly more interesting layering rings and then kind of bundle them together to make a statement whenever you do want to make a statement. Because there's so many combinations of how you can mix up these layering rings, that makes these kind of rings really timeless. You will never get bored because you can always come up with a new combination of layering. Let's talk about earrings. My favorite timeless but also interesting earring style is probably something like this. These are all inspired by the Dior Travel earrings that came about years ago now. I feel like it was all the rage a few years ago on the internet, but I've just always found this type of ring really interesting because you wouldn't expect a smaller piece in the front and bigger piece on the back. Pearl is such a timeless material that you will just never get sick of it, and look at how like it instantly brightens up your look, and it pairs really well with whether it's neutral outfits or more colorful, interesting outfits. I love this style so much that I not only have one but two. This one is like pearlescent, which is also really fun. This is great for the summertime. 3, this one is a slight variation from it, so the drop like goes down here. This is from Tory Burch, I believe. Like you can see all these little charm symbols. That's really fun. But 4 pairs of these rings. This is pretty much a inspired piece by the Dior Travel. I believe they have a piece that's very similar to this, and I got this from Etsy or Amazon, but it is really beautiful. I love the dangly bits here. This style of earring is usually what I go for when I don't know what kind of earrings to wear, or if I'm wearing a very complicated or overtly designed outfit or too colorful of an outfit, but I still want to wear jewelry. I go for this type of earring. It is not your traditional, you know, diamond or gold little stud like my second piercing studs, but it is also not too statementy that may take over the entire outfit. The next piece is some sort of locket jewelry. Now, the timelessness of such locket jewelry is you literally can put your favorite thing, picture of your favorite thing, your favorite memory in here so that it really does hold sentimental value for you. And I believe if you attach certain strong emotion to an object, you will most definitely more likely to wear such object, cherish such object every time you wear it. And so in my case, this is just a very cute locket necklace that I got from Ana Luisa, and you can very easily also, by the way, take off this locket and attach it to, let's say, a chain bracelet to use it as a bracelet charm. And it is really pretty visually, but also the sentimental value will make it definitely last, hopefully, an entire lifetime. The last piece of jewelry, kind of related to the sentimental value of jewelry, is looking to vintage. Now this I found at the Brooklyn flea market, also at this point, over 5 years ago now, and this is such a cool piece with kind of pearl design in the front and then just gold on the back. It is really a statement piece, and it actually goes really well with something like a fuzzy cardigan or just like really chunky knit. Gives off cozy but also elegant vibes. I just think unique finds like this, you will just naturally cherish for years and years to come, because you know if you lose it, it's very hard to find a piece that's the exact same. There's very, very low chance that somebody else is wearing the same thing. So if you want your style to stand out, if you want a conversation starter piece, then look into vintage jewelry. I don't even think this is in like a solid gold material or anything like that, because it definitely has tarnished a bit, but I actually think the fact that it looks worn, it looks well loved, even adds more character to the piece. Let me know in the comments below which are your interesting, not boring, but also timeless jewelry pieces.